In my heart, it was golden. My heart, it was golden.
What's up, T-Reg Fam? Today is Sippin Tee
with Reggie.
And today we're going to be discussing deal breakers in a relationship. But first, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, share,
and subscribe
to our channel for new content, because the new heat that's coming, you don't want to miss it.
At all.
So don't forget, click that button and subscribe. So the first question is, if you are in a relationship with your significant other and they want kids and you don't want kids, does that mean the relationship is over?
In my opinion, the relationship has come to a pause and possibly can be over because of the fact that when we got in a relationship, we talked about what our future holds. And if I say I want to have kids and you're not trying to have kids, then you're basically interrupting my future and me trying to build and leave a legacy behind for when I leave.
Oh, please. Are you done?
Your take?
My take. I don't think the relationship is over. My opinion, because I just don't think that. I think that you all can still move forward in your relationship. You still can build a legacy otherwise by getting pets. You don't necessarily have to be kids. So I don't think the relationship should come to an end. Like he said, maybe it can go on pause. Maybe you all can readjust and, maybe consider some things later on in life. Or that person just hasn't experienced life to the fullest, where they're like, okay, now I'm ready to settle fully down and have kids, because kids are a big responsibility and everybody doesn't want to take on that responsibility. Me right now, I don't want to take on that responsibility, and I don't see it or foreseeing it right now. Kids are a big responsibility, and I don't know. So I feel like it could possibly be a deal breaker for some, but I don't think should be the end of a relationship. I think you all can communicate with each other and kind of see how you all can work around it.
So for the fact that, not saying, you basically are, if you're in a relationship and you're trying to get married, if he wants kids and she don't, or she wants kids and he don't, before we get married and sign that paper, that's a topic of discussion. We have to talk about that, because if you don't want kids, I'm not finna marry you. Really, because of the fact that I'm shooting for a family.
Okay.
And that's what I'm building on, and that's what we're supposed to be trying to build on, a family. Because when I leave this world, or you leave this world, who we gonna leave this stuff to? If we, have stuff to leave behind.
You should have something.
And if I have something to leave behind, I'd rather leave it to my kids.
What about, you can't leave to your mama?
I'd rather leave it to my kids. And I, growing up, I really wanted kids. I wanted a daughter, I wanted a son. That's what I want. And I always been said that. So if T tells me that she doesn't want kids when we sign on that dotted line, then
what? It's a divorce?
Well, if you decide that you don't want to have kids, or in general, if a man wants to have kids and the lady don't want to have kids, should it be fair for the lady to say, okay, I don't want kids, so go have kids?
I think, okay, I can agree with the last part. I feel like if you don't want to have kids, you should set that person free, because if that's something they're really passionate about, then okay, they should be able to get that. And if it's not from you, they should be able to get it from somebody else. and
Right.
not be with that not be with their wife or girlfriend anymore. Like, I'm not saying, get it from somebody else and then you still coming home to wifey and girlfriend. No, because we're not gonna have any outside kids. Okay? Not doing that.
I agree on that.
Okay, we can agree on that.
But you just said that the relationship wasn't over with. But now you're saying that the relationship is over with if you don't want to have kids.
I'm saying if you all can't compromise on it and, come to an agreement, then set that person free. But I feel like you all can come to agreement and say, okay, you know what? Maybe right now is not the right time, or maybe right now I can't give that to you right now. I'm not saying in the future, later down the line, I may not be able to, but right now I'm not. That's what I'm saying. It could be something y'all communicate on and then eventually agree to, in my opinion.
It's best to leave it in good terms than to end it on bad.
And what do you mean by that?
You having a mutual agreement to set each other free because one half of the relationship or half of the significant others don't want to have kids. So it's best to
Your partner.
set free on good terms than to end it on bad terms and he or she go have children with somebody else.
Okay.
I'm gonna sip on that again.
Please. Okay, so, and another thing to consider is that, what if, like Reggie said, okay, you go with somebody else and have kids. Okay, what if the guy goes and have the kids with somebody else? Would that still be considered cheating, technically? Since you, as a woman, don't want kids, or, you as a woman don't want kids, or your boyfriend doesn't want to have kids, and you go out and have kids with somebody else, would that still be considered cheating? Since that person couldn't technically give it to you. Would you consider that cheating?
That's a whole nother topic, but I will say yes, that's considered cheating.
I don't think so.
But what was the motivation behind that cheat? Not willing to have kids.
Your significant other not willing to have kids. It's a good point to consider, you guys. So, if your boyfriend asks for your hand in marriage, and they say no, well, the woman says no, the girlfriend says no, do you think the relationship is over?
Alright, so...
You started first. You start with the first question.
Okay.
I'm going to start. I feel that the relationship is not over. Why? Because maybe they aren't ready to get married right then. And then maybe they don't want to be engaged forever. Like, okay, I'll just say yes to him and be engaged until I feel like we should get married. So I don't think the relationship is over. They're just not ready right now. You can't force something on somebody because you're ready and they're not ready. So I don't think the relationship should be over.
Alright. I agree with her too.
Ooh.
But it's also two sides to this story.
Okay.
Now, if you're in a relationship and your girlfriend, like, alright man, tune in now. Listen, I'm gonna put y'all up on game. In a relationship, it's always the female in the relationship that nags marriage. Nags and nags marriage. They keep asking, when you gonna do this? When you gonna do that? And you be like, when I get ready. I'm not saying on my time, basically, like, not saying they pushing a marriage upon you. But deep down inside, like, some men already got that in their mind, like, I'm gonna marry her or I'm not. But if you got the one that's constantly nagging you about when you gonna marry me, when you gonna do this, when you gonna do that, and then when you get to it, getting ready to do it, and they say no, that relationship is over. Because of the fact that you asked for something and you did not take that opportunity and seize the day. You supposed to say yes. Yes, you supposed to say yes. But you said no. When you the one that nagged and nagged, you supposed to say yes.
Can I chime in? Because I feel as if I don't think the relationship should be over, even if she nagged about it. Because maybe she nagged you so much, and now it's just like, this man ain't finna do nothing, so I don't want to marry him. So when you do ask, it's like, well, you took too long, so I don't want to marry you more. I don't think I don't think the relationship should be over.
This must be a debate because now I'm saying you really going back and forth.
I'm not going back and forth. It's just that sometimes we can agree to disagree, and
See?
I feel as if somebody nag about it, and you, like you say, you do it on your terms. I get marriages. The man has to be ready, you know, or sometimes, you know, nowadays a girl proposes to the man because she's tired of waiting. I get that. Nothing against that. But what I'm saying is that I get the man has to be ready, but it's like, how do you know when you're ready? Like, well, guys know when they're ready. They know that girl or that woman is the one for them. They're gonna automatically know that. You get what I'm saying? Because what, they ain't gonna be in a relationship with you that long to not know. So it's like, how could you not know? What are you waiting on? So that's another part of this question that's not on our list. When you know the girl, when you know the woman is the one, why do you take so long to propose to her?
I wasn't expecting this question.
I'm sure you.
But it's a very nice question. That require thinking.
You know she the one, but you dragging your feet. Why? You need her to prove a million more times on why she's the one, how she's been there supporting you? Come on now.
Alright, so the answer to T's question is, what was the question?
When you know the woman is the one, why does it take you so long to propose to her?
Alright, so this is the answer, like, from my mom. It takes long because timing is the perfect. Time is of the essence. But timing is very, like, it's a legit, like, perfect. Like, it has to be perfect. Like, when you least expect it, when the female least expect it, that's when you propose. You don't propose when she's constantly asking. You don't propose none that much because she's asking, she's constantly asking, or she's contemplating. Like, she's
Contemplating.
that's what I said.
You said constipating. Constipating.
But we're not finna.
You said
Look,
constipating.
So if she's constantly waiting, like waiting for you to do it, you don't do it. You choose a perfect time, and you just drop down to one knee and you just let her have it. I ain't let her have it. I choked, but it was the perfect timing. Months before then, like, she was asking, like, T was asking, she constantly asked, like, she was nagging.
We were together a long time, y'all.
But in my mind, I already knew that I wanted to marry T. But I had to choose the perfect timing. Financially, spiritually, mentally, you gotta be prepared. And I saw an opportunity. Graduation photos. When the spotlight is on her and nothing else matters but her photos. Like, she wanted to make sure her photos were right. She wanted to make sure makeup, hair, everything, outfits, all, you know, to the T. And that's when she asks you, hey, you want to be in my graduation photos with me? Of course, I'll take that.
Listen, I asked him that not knowing this is what he already had planned. So
that's when I seized the day and I took that opportunity. And I made it a reality.
Okay.
So timing is of the essence. Timing has to be perfect.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand. Well, not if I was a guy, I guess timing of the essence is true. And also, I guess that a lot of guys could probably wait because they want to be like financially ready. Because it does come with a lot of financial. You want to be financially stable when you're in a marriage, or you know, the road is leading up to that. So I guess some people may wait because of that, or some people may wait because they're scared. You know, they haven't had that example or model marriage. Well, not those modeled marriages in their life. So they haven't had those positive effects. They probably had failed marriages in their family. So they're just like, okay, let's just see how it goes. So it all depends. But, you know, you all stay tuned because this kind of concludes our part 1 of Sippin Tee.
With Reggie.
So that's today just gives you a little gist of how juicy the sipping with the tea get. Okay.
And we will be back with more.
Yes. And also, we still on our workout journey, y'all. We still trying to get right.
Yeah, we a little sore still. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, look at the guns.
But you know what I'm saying? We will get to where we need to be.
Yes.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share,
and subscribe to our channel. But also comment below. Let us know some topics y'all want to hear about. We definitely are open to any and everything. So.
And soon we will be opening questions to our social medias.
So stay tuned. And that's it, you guys. Peace out, T-Reg Fam.
Peace. You should drink.
They told me I wouldn't do it, I wouldn't be nothing. Now look at them wondering, now they